Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our Let's Play of this DeathWorld, where last episode just got our new rocket control units up and running, and it's working rather well, if I must say so myself. So in today's episode I very much want to start some research again. We should also get a rocket launch going. I think it's about time. I have been putting it off for the last few episodes, and then I very much want to set up a new place for the science to be processed, so we can start to remove some of the belts going down the line. I think that would be very cool. So one of the first things I want to make is probably just a little science build, and it's all about figuring out where we want it. Right now we have most of the production here, we have most of the new things up top. So why don't we add it to the north of our main belt, or for the main bus, so we can actually start to dismantle some of our old things and replace that with new things as well. So looking at how we want to do our science. Firstly, let's just get a few labs. I think we have a few in storage, if we're lucky. We do. Let's set up something cool. I think we'll just do it in this little cell here, because we shouldn't need that much space to do what I have planned. So they're getting flown in. Shouldn't be that far off, depending on where in the world we have our labs at the moment. That seems to be right here. So that is pretty good. I think we can easily work with this. So let's see, you want this fully beaconed, we want it fully moduled. So to be honest, setting up these labs is not that bad. Where did it go? Right here. So we start right here in the middle. There's a few different kind of designs we can make. I'll show you a few ones. One of them is the one that takes the maximum amount of beacons and gives us the maximum amount of speed you can get in one. So if you see here, that will be this amount right here. Of course, we'll align it a bit better. That is a build I've used quite a few times before, and it is pretty strong, giving all of the speed, giving productivity in the middle. We could try and hook up both just to see what kind of throughput we can get with these different kinds of builds. The other one I'm thinking of doing is just a pretty standard one. You'll start from right here, go down, and you'll do the same down here. Let's just check one thing. We add in speed modules to these. How fast will this one get? I'll get a 1650. That seems to be the maximum we can get it with. And what about down here? This should be a small bit faster, but testing it out, that's 2300. But doing this, we are wasting a few things when doing more of them. So if we do this and look to power 2, that will require 20. And this one up is a bit slower, but it should hit more. Here, each of these is a maximum. This one will hit 4, the rest will only hit 2. So it's a lot more expensive in terms of what it does. To conserve power, I'll probably just use one of these builds. I think that'll be the best way to do it. Let's just get you dismantled, and then we will set up a nice little lab here. We'll get you down there. Misaligned, of course, to get the maximum throughput. And then we'll do a nice little simple setup. 1, 2, 1, 2. That will go in, that will go in. And that'll request all of the things we need. This one touches, if you do 1, 2. I have to do 2 more out if you want to get the maximum speed. It might be a bit of waste doing these out here. It might require us to actually get another nuclear power plant, since we did max out at some point and the steam is going down. If we look at our nuclear, our buffers is starting to run a bit lower. I think one of you asked me about this. That is pretty much because the water is not flowing through fast enough. Almost 1200, so it's pretty close to be where it's at. But there are some limiting factors on the pipes. To solve this, I'll probably add in a second one down here. A second nuclear, just to get power up and running if we run into an issue where we can't keep up. But for now, I think this will be quite good in terms of what we need. Let's just remove these for now, it'll look a bit better. So let's get some science. I normally go with 20. I don't know why I've set it to 20, but it's always been that way I've done it. And it should be quite good for what we need. 20 view, 20 view, and 20 of... Well, yeah, let's just do 20 as well. So that will mean that we have all of the science flown in. All we need is just to hook up what's it called, the rest of the science to these. Then this will slowly input into these. There we are. So let's go and fix the rest of these, to be honest. If you look at our raw ports, they are all inside the network, hopefully. So let's just cut this connection. I'll be fine. And right here, I'll just like for you to go into one passive provider. There we are. You'll fill up to, let's say, 1 stack. I think that'll be good for the speed we need. Maybe we'll need more. We will check as we go. This will do for every science going forward, just to have it in storage. There we are. Let's disconnect you as well. Throw this into the network. And let's go grab the last few we have over here. Because that way we should have all science flowing, except our space. And that one will hook up in just a second. And can I do that? I can. Please grab you. We'll cut that one off. Here's some more of this one. And then we can finally start to clear up this entire mess we have down here. Well, mess or a mess, but at least it is, it's not the best. Right here, I'll need 2. Ooh, that's outside Roboport range. Well, whoop-to-do. That means it's right smack in the middle of what we need. Let's just solve it like this. Then I'll just need 2 filter inserters. These should be fast enough for what we need, hopefully. And this one will grab reds. Oh, yeah, let's grab reds. And you grab green. We'll limit you to 200, since I don't want to stack up too much. There we are. So that should be all the sciences flown in for our little setup up here of just 4 at the moment. As you can see with speed in them, they're at 1545. These are only at 12. They're way lower. So in theory it should be a bit faster than what we have here. So that out the way, let's get all of these belts cleared out and fill it in with something else. Luckily we have robots to help us out. Oh, do we add in chemical science as well? I feel like we forgot chemical. No? Yes? Where did I put chemical? Oh, it's right there. Because it was further down. I was like, where did I put it? I'm sure it's here somewhere. Let's grab down here because it's going the other way. You can grab that, hopefully giving us one chest, and we can cut that off. So there we are. That should be all of our science. Now to look how all of this handles our little things that's going on. That's always exciting. Just want to make sure that this is working. Let's see. That goes in and should be requesting. Good. So now we can clear out all of this. Please take this away. Please take all of you. All of that down to here. And that's going to give us quite a bit in storage. But I love cleaning up my bases so we can actually have things going out in a nice orderly fashion. That is cleared out. This is being cleared out as well to about there. We can get all of you as well up to... Let's get all of you away. Get a nice clean main bus. Well, that's actually... Ooh, this is a lot of science, isn't it? To about there. And you are... Here's a lot of purple science. There we are. That's all the purple. We just need the rest of the yellow. Yellow, please. And that frees up a ton. Do you guess how much science this is going to add to our network? How much we had on the belts? That could be quite fun to figure out. At least we do have a lot of robots trying to figure out what to do. And yeah, just add in a few more of these. So we have everything in a nice centralized location. Yeah, that works. Very nice. So you are filling up, you are filling up, you are slowly producing. Should get new beacon builds as we go. Input wise, still going, but as soon as we turn on our entire factory, it will probably start to be a bit more expensive than what we have right now. Let's also just get our Spidertron back for the occasion for when we start to launch rockets. This one is just, it's working fine. I love how isolated it is with this current setup. So let's see. That is working fine. We are getting enough resources in. Iron seems to be lacking a bit, but then we'll just grab it from over here. At least a small amount we're lacking. So, where's the Spidertron? Oh, there it is. It looks kind of ominous when it's walking across the map. Let's get in you. And you can be on your way around. So, that is filling up. The only thing we need is space science. And then we can start to research some of this. But let's just check how fast is this. You can stay right here, Spidertron. So if we get just a lot of this unlocked, let's go all the way down to the end and see how fast we can get all the braking force done. How much is that? That's only about 100, so it is pretty quick. We could, in theory, just double this and it'll be much faster. But this is the speed we're going at. The robot should be delivering it as we speak. And hopefully they can deliver it fast enough. Might have to... That seems fine. As soon as it starts to go. So nothing is backing up. And wonder how much science this is. So right now we are consuming about 100 per minute. Oh, it seems we do have a dip in some of it. Oh, that's because we're using... Oh, that's the same. So that's quite good. So now that's going, we are consuming science from all over the place. Of course, we do have 2k utility science. That's quite a lot of science in storage. That should be fine. Let's get you down this way. And what do you guys think about launching a rocket right now? Because if you get some science in, we can start to increase our worker robot speed, which would be very, very nice to get. I think that is our #1 priority to get afterwards. So let's set this up. I will not do it into one of these anymore. It'll go into one of these, and let's say we'll only launch a rocket if there is less than 1k space science, because that way we can have it somewhat controlled. Let's hook you up. That is the rocket or the satellite inside. Let's change logistics to say if you are less than 1000, you'll input one into the rocket silo. What this means is if we decide to do more of them, for example, if you add 4, 5, 6, 7, how many more we want of these, all of them will launch in what's it called? In sequence, and then it'll look quite cool. I just noticed what's called the Space Science Pack. Rocket launch produces 1 fish. What? Is that a mistake in the game? A bug? Well, I'll try to figure that out. Rocket launch produces 1 fish. That seems wrong. Here's different, but inside one of these, can we replicate that? Yeah, it just says that was Space Science Pack. Weird. Well, I've never noticed that before. Have any of you seen that issue before? I know anyone that has, so yeah, we'll figure that out. But right now, at least, we do have rockets ready to launch. So here we go, guys. Let's get ready for the first rocket launch of the series. And let's just position the robot, this one to look. That looks fine. So as I said, let's get ready to launch the first rocket. It's gonna be a joyous occasion, as we've done so many times before. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. And do comment what you think the playtime is right now. That's gonna be... We have some 50 odd episodes, so should be up there. Oh. 31 hours, 40 minutes and 45 seconds. Wow, we've killed 60,000 big spitters. 34 biters, 28,000 of those. 13,000 medium biters, small. So, oh, and Behemoth is actually starting to climb up there. 2,300 trees. That's quite hilarious. So let's continue. And let's see our robots pick this up. And then we'll slowly start to do things. Didn't we have ammo on these? Or did that just go completely crazy at some point? Might have been. Okay. So let's continue up this way and let's see. All the things should be working. We should be spending science to slowly but surely get this to work. So 20 is not getting it in fast enough. We see we might have to increase it a small amount. Can we get you to, let's say 50 instead? No need to be missing that, but there we are. That's the first one. Let's just upgrade that to the rest of them. And that way we're not missing things, because that is just stupid. And to be honest, I think the reason is that this is extremely slow for current production or current needs. So yeah, we should probably start to look at a lot of our science production and getting that improved quite heavily. And one thing I have thought about doing, no idea if it's good or not, that is making a setup where we also have the furnaces we need for the different kind of resources inside the same cell. So everything we move down the main line is raw resources. I think that could be cool, though we could also just move the processed resources down. But yeah, it's all food for thought about what we could do in the future. So science is going. Green circuits, not green circuits, but red and green science is lacking quite heavily. But we'll look at that in just a little bit. So should we go for more of that? Because the rest is actually working quite well. So what if we start to... I don't want to work on what's it called? Red and green science this episode. I think I might want to do that in the next one, or whatever we decide to do. And in this one, I just want to show what we have done to get to this point and what I think about the future of this series. So right now we have a rocket launch, we have a base that's pretty good. We got a nice modular train setup going. Not the best output for this one, since we're only loading one side, but that is a design flaw for me. I'm guessing if we do one on the opposite side, we can actually get double inputs. But that's fine. This is all going quite well as well. And yeah, we're starting a robotic base. I kind of want to expand this out more with the two main bus cells in the middle, moving most of our products down the line. I think that was a good solution for handling most of our issues with robots all over the place that we had in our entry level 2 mega base. I'll probably continue this series a bit longer. I have something planned for when the next patch 1.0 for Factorio comes out. I have a pretty cool thing I want to do. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's going to involve pretty much everything we can do in Factorio. Vanilla that is, but with a bit of a twist. And that's going to be quite cool. Looking very much fun forward to trying that. I just don't know how long until we have the new what's called mod, or patch even. So I kind of want to end the episode here. It's a bit shorter one, but we do have space science, we do have this one going, we have things going quite nice, and I think this is a good place to end the episode. And depending on what you guys say, we might end the series here as well, since I have something I want to do in a new Factorio world or a new series. And yeah, it's become a bit too easy right now with the biters, so I kind of want something that's a bit more of a challenge. So if you could recommend how we can make the hardest DeathWorld possible, it could be quite fun if you could set up a scenario for me. So for example, saying with these mods and this map string, we could do an insane DeathWorld. I want to try one that's could get something like rampant biters or rampant AI. What is it called? Rampant biters, or the rampant mod, and stuff like that to try and do something cool. But yeah, we'll look at that later. Enough of me rambling. Thanks so much for following along. I will see if we have a new episode tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, because I'm a bit short on time and I want to try a few other things in terms of getting a new series up and running. So for all of you that's followed along, for all my patrons and such, thank you so much. If you want to see more, come join us on Discord and say it there, or just write in the comments. It will mean a lot to me to know what you guys are thinking. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following along. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, and thank you for tuning in.